Namaskar. Tamso ma Jyotirgamaya, Asto ma Sadgamaya. I will start my address with this prayer and beseech the blessings of Goddess, the Divine Authority, that she may guide us from darkness to the light and enlighten our mind so that we are better enabled to see the truth and deal with it, specifically with relation to diabetes. I am Dr. Alok Kumar Gupta from Diabetes Education and Research Center, Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh, India. 14th November is celebrated in India in two ways. Number one, it is the birthday of our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. On this day, Jawaharlal Nehru dedicated his birthday to the children and we celebrate it as Children's Day. Globally, 14th November is the birthday of Dr. Frederick Banting, the inventor, the researcher of insulin, and IDF and WHO has marked this day as World Diabetes Day. So world over, we do several programs for the awareness of diabetes related problems, how to tackle this problem, how to deal with diabetes as it is growing as an epidemic now. Today I will be addressing 2 points. Number one is the theme given by IDF on 14th November 2020, and the other is the epidemic, the exponential growth in the diabetic population and why we are not able to control it, where we are missing. So first of all, taking into consideration the theme given by IDF this year is diabetes, the nurses make a difference. Though late, but still the IDF and WHO, they have understood the importance of the paramedical staff, the nurses, the healthcare providers, the diabetes educator in management of diabetes. Physicians can write the prescription, but to effectively implement that prescription into practice, it is very essential to have an intermediary person who could translate that prescription in patient's language to the patient for its effective outcome. And here comes the role of nurses, or you can say healthcare providers or diabetes educator, whatever name you can give it, making the patient understand the diet chart, the use of insulin, how to keep insulin, how to inject insulin, how to make a judicious use of a glucometer, how to do SMBG, how to record the readings of SMBG, how to interpret the readings of SMBG and make changes in the insulin doses. All these things are very effectively done by a well-trained healthcare provider. So it's my urge to all of you, my dear friends, that just don't leave your prescription to be manipulated by the drug counters. Train your staff well enough in this field so that they can ease out your burden. You may not have that much of time in your chamber to address all these issues, but if you train one or two of your staff on these points, they can take those burdens, ease out your burden and also benefit the patient. So this is very important. Number two, every alternate year, the IDF releases the data of pre-diabetic population and the diabetic population and also gives a projection 20 years, 25 years ahead that how much exponential growth will occur in this population. Despite so many associations, so many recommending bodies, so many conferences, so many webinars, every time the IDF comes with the new data, it is more troublesome than the previous one. Despite all that knowledge, we are failing to curb this menace and the exponential growth of diabetic population. So we will have to sit and think where we are missing, what is going wrong, why all this knowledge is not translating into the control of diabetic population. To my mind, we are not hitting the nail at the right place. And the right place is the youth. Now suppose this year IDF gives a data of 25 years ahead that in 2045 this much number of people will become diabetic and pre-diabetic. So if we have to tackle that number 25 years ahead, 20 years ahead, we will have to start working on the youth population of today. Because after 20-25 years, they will be in the age range of 40 to 50, 55. And that is the age group in which maximum number of new cases of diabetes, they come out. So if you want to reduce the burden of diabetes, it's my sincere request that apart from treating your diabetic population, take some time out of your busy practice. Go to the schools, request the management, the principals to give you time. The best time is their assembly time, because at that time whole of the school, the staff, teachers, everybody is present there. Address the children for 15 to 20 minutes regarding healthy lifestyle, healthy food, importance of exercise, cycling, playing, and why you are talking to them at this age about diabetes. Emphasizing that if you will not take into care all these things at this age, after 20-25 years, you will become diabetic, because the IDF data says so. And whatever data IDF has been giving us has become true ahead of time. So once you make them aware of this, and the whole staff, the teaching staff, it will work and it will break this whirlpool of diabetes. Involve them. What I do is, I go to the school, address the children, tell them the risk factors, and then ask them to go home, discuss with their parents, with their elders, go on the net and make a theme which can be depicted in a poster, to make attractive slogans, catchy slogans. And after a week or 10 days, they are asked to make that poster in the school, not at the home. So once they go home and they discuss this issue with their parents, with their elders, you insinuate in the family with that help of that children, of that child, and the whole family gets involved. And so that is very important, that you involve the whole family with the help of children. So with this, I wish you a very happy Deepavali. Namaskar.